When your lawnmower runs out of gas. William Hovey Smith, 2025. What do you do when your Craftsman lawnmower here has run out of fuel in mid-cut? Well, there are several things that one would want to do. One is, of course, refill the gas tank. When you refill it, and this has a fairly large 4 to 5 gallon capacity tank underneath the seat, you want to fill it all the way up because you want to do as much as possible, pull out any air that might be in the feed lines going to the carburetor and to the engine. And when you think it's going out of fuel, you don't want to drive it until absolutely everything stops. If it stops once, and you suspect that's the case, immediately shut it off. Because you don't want to pull that fuel out of the lines if you can avoid it. Now we've got fuel in it now. It has a full tank. And so we're going to try to start it. Probably it will take several tries to get it going, even though this mower is an easy starter. So I'm going to give it a little choke, and we're going to give it a touch and see what happens. It wanted to. That's a good sign. Using AI to make your own job anytime, anywhere, at any age is now available worldwide. You can get it from Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, and other sources. Uniquely, this book tells you how to come up with an original job idea and then step by step on how to start your own business in the U.S. and by analogy in any other country in the world. So, if you need a little extra money right now, or you're afraid that your job is at risk, then go ahead and buy my book and start your own. And I can always use some new reviews if you'd like to give me a boost. On these older mowers, they have a float, and you can see on the gas tank here, and that's the indicator bar right there, and it's just above the full mark, which is where you want to be when you're trying to restart it. Now I have replaced the entire hose system on this mower, and that required taking this deck completely off, and that is the way to do it. And I have a video about that if you want to know the particulars. But the old hose on here that it had when I started working on it was just completely rotten and leaking and fouled and had all kinds of problems. So that was just best got rid of altogether. You can see where I've replaced the filter. It's there, stuck behind the shroud. And you can look and see if fuel is actually getting to it. It helps if you have someone else to actually start the mower while you inspect the fuel flow. But if you don't, yeah, you can sort of peer over the top of it and see it. And if you don't see any movement there, that means you have an airlock in the line, and you need to unscrew the clamp and get fuel flowing through the line and then reattach. Another way to cure an airlock is just be persistent and keep at it and keep at it and keep at it, and ultimately you'll flood it. And when it floods, it won't want to start either. So then you just leave it alone for about 15 or 20 minutes, let the excess fuel evaporate in the carburetor system, and then try it, and usually it will go then. This is a Briggs & Stratton engine, and the air cleaner is here. You can take the top off the air cleaner and give it a squirt of starting fluid, ether actually, and then that should get it to go. Now, if that doesn't cause it to go, then you have some more problems other than fuel, most likely electrical somewhere along the way, and so you can start checking your electrical contacts. And for those of you who are telling yourself about this time, yeah, I know all that stuff, well, some may not, and that's why I'm doing this little brief video. So be persistent, but don't try to get the last ounce of fuel out of these lines before it shuts down altogether, or you'll be in more and more trouble than you want. So for now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.